We live, bitches. Motherfuckers over here talking that shit. I ain't know who watching this motherfucker.
Are we
You
live?
listened to this song like 3 times.
Alright, we are live. We are live.
I didn't know we do that.
Oh, we are live. What's up, everybody?
Gosh, you guys are freaking out. I be doing live videos.
Cam girl like shit. I do live videos all the time.
Alright, what's up, everybody?
Oh.
Oh, what's up, y'all? I'm Phil Avocado.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's your girl, Big Mama Katie.
I'm Phil Avocado.
And I'm Chef Worth Bentley, and this is
The Get Your Shit Together podcast. GYST. You fucked it up. She always drinking something. She always fucking the lines up. Obviously, we didn't have all the products that we needed to set up the room, so she just wearing the product.
This is the only thing we have, is the lights, actually.
Nothing came
This is the
in.
only
What's
thing
going
I
on with Amazon right now? I have no clue. But the stuff should be here right now.
Yeah. It really
Amazon say fucking up.
Alright, so Phil, so this is the Get Your Shit Together podcast. What's the
You can say shit, it's allowed.
I know.
Why is he throwing shade in the first 5 minutes?
Alright.
Damn.
Alright, so look, after y'all watch this is your dummy have to get your shit together because we ain't got the shit together. This is the podcast where it's not like, oh, let me help you get your shit together. It's like, yo, get your shit together. Stop fucking people on the bus inside of, like, getting off a green turtle. Stop blacking out a Horseshoe Casino and have me pick your drunk ass up. Get your shit together, Baltimore. Like,
So this is where you can find us. Right now we are live on Instagram, GYSTpod, and also Facebook, GYSTpod. But by this weekend we will have our audio up on SoundCloud. We'll send you the link for that.
That'll be in the bio.
It'll be in the bio. And we'll also have our link up, our visual edit link up on YouTube, which will also send you a link, which will also be in our bio, and we'll be sending that to you as well.
And we're going to send you a letter to your house. In about 5 days, you're going to get it.
matter of fact, walk outside right now. You get a letter. You get a letter. You get a letter.
Yeah, like you're going to get a brochure and you're going to need to fill the whole thing out.
How's your week, bro?
Time out. Can I just...
You can't time out. All right, go ahead.
I've been dying. Y'all know I've been dying to share this.
How was your week, Katie? Big Mama Katie had a long
right.
week. Let's hear it.
It's not a long week. It's just like y'all will
Ain't it
understand.
only Wednesday?
Look, it's
only
Thursday.
Wednesday.
Get your shit together.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yikes.
I went out on Friday. Saturday night, we're fast forwarding. I'm ordering Chinese food through Uber Eats, and I go to get my
This
debit
is
card.
like a stir fry.
And that's what I was doing Friday night. Okay, so I realized I don't have my driver's license or my debit card. Come to find out, I left that bitch Friday night at a bar downtown, and I still don't have it. Like, I gotta, once I leave here, like, I gotta
This
go
was
there
like
and pick
2
that
weeks
shit up.
ago. This was
No,
like
it's
2
Friday.
weeks ago.
This past weekend.
This wasn't Moby's.
Oh, yeah, Moby's.
Oh, okay, alright, cool.
I just didn't want to say Moby's. That place is ratchet as fuck.
That shit is ratchet as
That is ratchet
fuck.
as
Moby's
fuck.
and Rotos. Don't leave your shit there. You won't get it back.
So anyway, that's like what the fuck is going on in my life. Right now I'm riding around with no license.
Catch me riding
How you
dirty.
ride around the...
Catch me riding
Not
dirty.
till on our way here, he told me to go straight. Ignore the directions, Katie. And he had me going into a
Oh,
do
but let's-
not enter zone.
Let's talk about the pizza that you had that spilled like right on me. This whole pizza,
She
she
got-
just sit there and got it right on the little, what's that little thing called?
Yo, the car, you got car seat pizza right
She got
now?
car seat pizza.
It was all
It's
half
just-
bitten too.
Half bitten. Yo,
That
you didn't see how she eat the pizza. She eat the
That was
whole
like, that was the
outside.
highlight
She
of my
say
week.
Yeah, because look, he
That
didn't
was a
even
highlight of my
realize the
week.
pizza was there. He's like, yeah, what the fuck, Katie? Why did you put pizza down here? It fell. It fell. And it's still in there.
I almost
just-
ate it. Almost ate the shit.
That is.
I mean, alright. I mean, shit. It's not my business. I don't know how you like your pizza.
I guess so. Wait, what about your week, man?
Look, shit, that was a highlight of my week, man. I did have a lot of fun with a few people. I met up with a bunch of people and went just fucking ham. I don't know, I ended up at the strip club and there's some fancy ass restaurant. I got all this stuff for free, so I was happy about that. That shit was awesome.
Trying to go
So I
party with
barely
you,
spent
bro.
any money. Nah, it was cool. It was a couple friends of mine. So other than that, it was cool.
I need them kind of friends.
week was
That's
good.
crazy. You're a superstar.
My friends just have me bring shit over to the house and then don't use it and shit.
What's this for?
I ain't gonna say no
I want
names.
your autograph. I want your motherfucking autograph. Oh.
Bam. Let's go.
Now I can't see anything I wrote.
Oh, you messed up that line. I'm gonna talk about my week, man. I've been in my feels and shit. I'm a little tight. Feeling some type of way, man.
It's supposed to be a funny show.
No, it can't be funny.
Why y'all leave me on? I can't feel some type of way. Y'all gonna ask me how I felt, and then you're gonna be like,
I'm tense as fuck about to tell you. He is emotional as fuck this week. Like, he wants advice, but then he
I don't need no. I didn't ask for advice. So
yeah, that is true.
you gave it to me. You be giving it, and then be like, "This is what you should do."
Look.
You should do this. You should do that. You should do this.
And all I'm doing,
I was like, I just want you to listen to me complain. That's all I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Instead, she's like, "This is what you should do and do that," and I was like, "I didn't ask for all that."
Mm-hmm.
Coach Big Mama over here.
I'm
Coach
over
Little Big Mama over here.
What was the highlight of your week? What happened with your week?
Best Uber experience you had out of all the people.
This week was really whack, man. Like nothing really stood out. What between now and last week and this week? What
was the
Wednesday?
craziest time?
Except for the girls. Except for the girls trying to fucking get with him.
Oh shit! Shout out to Beep that just wrote corny on the card.
I'm probably gonna read these at some point.
That's so crazy.
These people love Phil. I don't know what the fuck he says or does.
Phil's getting laid on a nightly basis.
I'm not getting laid at all.
No,
Motherfucking
that's
especially-
illegal. You can't do that. That's
Actually,
illegal.
no, that was actually a topic that they were talking
Can
about.
you do that? Can you have sex with him?
I don't know. They were like,
Lit.
can you fuck your Uber riders?
I don't know. You tell us.
I don't know. I ain't disclosing no information.
All
I ain't telling you something. All right, so I drive Uber. I don't know if any of y'all know that. Some of y'all may know. Some of y'all may not know. But what I'm doing while I'm driving, a clipboard with a piece of paper where you can write down questions and topics for the podcast. So as I'm driving around, I'm telling people like, hey, tune into our podcast. Well, it's called Get Your Shit Together. Like, get your shit together. Not like, oh, let me help you get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. You don't need to get your shit together. My shit definitely not together.
I
Anyway,
don't even have my license right now. My phone is crashed.
So today, for our first live air, we have questions
We're down there.
and topics. Right here, we got a couple of things we're going to discuss, talk about. If y'all want something for us to discuss or talk about, make sure you leave a comment or send us a message.
Yes.
We're happy to discuss it on this show.
GYSTpod, Facebook and Instagram. Do it now.
They want it now, right now. Do it. Do it.
Tell people.
Do it for the gram. Do it for the gram. Do it for the do the damn thing for the gram.
Do it.
Hey, do the damn thing for the gram.
Do it.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Hey.
Fuck it up. Hey.
That was before we start the topics. I have something that we have to start with all the time. Bless us. Hold on.
I'm gonna get on my knees for this one, guys.
Oh, he's spilling shit.
It was water.
We gonna start off
Let's get up here.
with the holy guacamole. Let's get it cracking like in here. Let me see what this avocado looks like.
I am so happy to be friends with this guy because
We're gonna keep it simple today.
don't
with the
cut
whole
yourself.
I
guacamole.
ain't gonna cut myself.
you're too excited.
Chill. You almost got nicked. I ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna
Ooh,
quickly
avocado.
realize-
Gotta get the avocado in the drink. You know how we roll.
Oh, damn you.
Ooh. So I put that in that joint, you know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle. I like to throw a little bit.
Razzle dazzle.
Throw a little bit of lime in the joint, real.
You razzle dazzle.
Just a little bit now.
Oh, damn, this shit gonna be good right there.
All right, last but not least,
Are you praying?
I know y'all know about that. I got
that's
horse
good.
ground, black pepper, pink Himalayan sea salt, the piece de resistance.
Himalayan sea salt.
Speak to me in Himalayan.
Bro, we eating it with these busted tostadas he got for me. I asked this man to get me tortilla chips. He came out with the tostadas. I'm not mad though because I know they're gonna be good, but still, I asked for tortilla chips.
It was the hood store.
It is the hood.
He gave me tostadas.
We out on Eastern Avenue. It's real hood.
I'm gonna make this guac though.
We're Greek church. Okay, it's different.
Oh, he lives in Dundalk.
It's different.
He lives in Dundalk. Cry all you want. It ain't gonna change.
Dundalk
The
is
dirty
way
dude.
down there. The dirty dude.
I lived in Dundalk for 11 months.
No, Katie had it rough. She came over here. She was 18 and she lived by herself. Well, for a bit, not really, but she lived on her own, kind of for 18 years old.
Look at that! Pretty shit, boy!
When I was a little girl,
Oh,
and
I almost spilled that.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And I'ma still eat it, but a little does the Uber driving, and we actually just printed out these topics like sheets.
I wish I could show you some of these topics, guys. This is hilarious.
It really
Okay,
is.
you know what,
I didn't think.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're
I
not
didn't
gonna do
think he was gonna have as many as he
This is
did.
fucking hilarious.
Like,
Just
most
keep
people
bringing it, man.
in
Keep
Towson
bringing
got
it.
a lot of shit.
It's not just Towson, it's all around Baltimore, from Bel Air to Mondawmin to
Mondawmin. Excuse me.
Bro, you waste some on your shirt. Ooh, y'all smell that? Lord, bless us one time. All right, guys. So this is my prayer. Thank you for this food that we are about to partake in. May it feed and nourish our bodies throughout the day. Bless the earth. Bless the spirit. Bless all the things that came into making this be a thing, including my hand, my mouth, and maybe a couple of my fingertips. You did. All right. Bless the holy guacamole. Bow. Let's partake with these tortillas.
I love guacamole.
This is what he bought me. These are some frisbee discs, but we gonna,
There's always gonna be a segment where we're doing this shit. So get over it. Another note on why I need to get my shit together. You know I have a cracked tooth that I've had since like 3 months ago, and I know about it. I chew on this side. Whatevs. I need
Fix
to
your
get my shit
face, yo. Fix that hole in your face, and I ain't talking about your mouth.
together. What are you talking about?
The hole in your... What are you talking about? The hole in your face, your busted ass tooth.
I don't get it.
Here's the joke.
All the time.
I wish y'all could taste this. I don't play no games. Anyone that knows me knows how I do the guacamole, the avocados. You know they be on point all the time.
And he
Can
makes
he follow
other
you,
stuff
Phil?
too.
If y'all motherfuckers don't know how to spell avocado, it is AVOCADO, not AVA. I hate that. Y'all need to learn how to spell.
AVACOD7.
I just told him how to spell avocado and he still spelled it wrong. Head ass. AVOCADO. Phil underscore
No,
avocado.
How to spell it.
Katie, you do it. Ladies first.
Ladies first. Oh, I hope it's one of the 17 that I picked.
You so tired of stale as shit.
Okay, thanks, Miles Jefferson.
Miles Jefferson.
Oh, Miles Jefferson. I screwed that man on Chick-fil-A. He was cool.
Anything else? Any other thing about Matt Jefferson is?
His name's Miles Jefferson.
Oh, Miles. Look, oh, just like that, I forgot
She's
his
so
name.
rude.
Miles Jefferson.
Names are important, y'all.
Yeah, don't even talk to me, because now you know I'll forget your name after 20 seconds.
It was real cool. It was a nice ride. I picked him up. He talked to me about rap and relationships and things like that. And he had a couple questions. He had a couple questions he wanted to talk
I
to
bet
me.
you he was just real regular, wasn't he?
His question is.
He's like a 16-year-old white kid.
Really?
Oh, he's 16? You gotta say
Really?
these things. Okay, so y'all need to preface. This is Miles, a 16-year-old heartbroken teen.
Whoa!
I ain't say all that about this man. Miles, if you watching, I did not say all that about you, bro.
And this is
I just
this
assumed
boy.
that was your age, but I did not assume
But
your
listen,
gender. I'm just saying, he might have been a girl.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
too
It's
late.
like-
He's gone. I'm gonna tell you about Miles. Miles is a 16-year-old heartbroken boy, and he wants to know how we feel about relationships. Well, Miles.
All right.
Who wants to start with this
Who
one?
wants to start with that one?
Miles.
How I feel about relationships? I don't feel shit about them because we ain't in there. Well, maybe. I don't know. How about y'all?
That's fair enough. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think I'm not ready for him, you know. But to each their own. I mean, it definitely takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of relationships. I feel like relationships come almost unexpectedly, like when you're about to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? Because not all relationships are gonna last. Most of the relationships you have aren't gonna last. So it's all like a lesson, kind of like an experience. You know what I mean? So I think they're good for experience, but it's very hard to really build yourself back up after a bad one. So that's me.
The way I take relationships is two ways. Like there's new relationships that, and by new I mean like maybe the first 2 years, where it's like, you can take that relationship, and if it's the first 2 years, I say, wishy-washy, you figure that person out, whatever. But after that second year relationships, it's like an in-depth thing. So for me, the way I feel about relationships is very serious. Like when you're in one, and especially if you're in one for a long time, that you take that just very, very serious. I don't know. I'm a serious person. Some people are like, whatever about relationships.
They're shit. If you're a bartender or a server, especially if you're a bartender or a server, somebody who works overnight, they're fucking crazy.
If you're dating somebody, in restaurant industry, you better be okay with them being out late.
Especially like being a bartender, like anywhere in like a popular
And I'm
bar. Not gonna be out till like 4 in the morning. You're gonna be asleep, especially if you got some kids.
That's how I feel about relationships. I feel like how everyone thinks of a relationship as instantly romantic relationship. I think relationships are so many different types of relationships.
You're about to go to the second place.
Shut the fuck up.
Go all the way back.
Oh shit.
Go back. It is true. Look at us emotional asses going straight into like love relationships.
Yeah, well for me,
look, brother.
Dave, Katie, and I are all in a relationship. It may not be a romantic relationship, but friendships are types of relationships. Your relationship with your family is another one. Your relationship with your animals.
No.
Fuck out of here. Alright, but so as far as I'm concerned about romantic relationships, I think that each person works in them differently, and I think I hate quoting this, but I love it. It's like that love language. It's like everybody has a different love language, and when you can figure out how people send and receive love differently, then you can know how you can work with that person. So like for
With
me,
anybody.
with any person. But like for example, some people do very well in love, like receiving gifts. I love receiving gifts. But if a person that doesn't like receiving gifts is getting gifts all the time, they're like, this isn't how I feel love.
Hold on. Katie, do you like receiving gifts? Sorry.
What, me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Phil.
I think she loves receiving gifts and
That's
attention.
one of my love. I have two. That's one of them.
Mine is quality time and words of affirmation. So I don't even care about the things that you give me as much because they're not that important to me. So for someone to give me a gift, it's like, oh, that's cool. It has a nice sentimental value, but I mean, I'd much rather have the time because I know how limited that gift really is.
Wow,
so
that's some deep shit.
That's how I think about when it comes to relationship. Literally, like that's
You've all been put into the second place.
shut the fuck up.
Okay, that was me. Next topic.
Million Rock Corner. Alright, what's the next topic? Let's see what it is on there.
Guys.
Damn, I wish we could play some music, but we can't because, rights and
Because of
shit.
copyrights and shit.
Yo, but soon, the band is going to be set up.
Our play my
Dave,
Dave, fire out,
Dave,
everybody dollar.
Dave, about to come into a good
What,
amount of
what,
money.
what,
We can actually
what,
make that
what,
happen,
what?
bro.
Doing music was why I broke up with one of my girlfriends.
Wait,
That's what happened. Rapping and music was why I broke up with one of my girlfriends, and that's what Tina wants to talk about right here.
Ooh, Tina, I remember. Hold on, Tina. Let me.
Yeah, what do
Imagine
you
if
even
you
know what
tried.
these lights are for?
She doesn't. Do you even know what the lights are for, Katie?
Yeah, I know what they're for. They're gonna be behind us someday. Someday.
The question is, how do you handle a breakup? Remember, too, we're gonna be answering your comments later. So just write down a comment, and if we don't get to it now, we'll get to it later.
I'm gonna find you
So
on my
my
phone.
apologies. I'm find you on my
No,
phone.
no.
So, okay, Big Mom, how do you handle a breakup?
No, you started. What you mean?
You
It's your
asked me.
question.
I asked her.
Oh, all right, fine.
Gosh, stop controlling him. It's okay. Do your thing.
Do what I said.
How do you handle a breakup?
So, it depends. It really depends. Remember my 2-year pivot point that I said earlier. If it's under 2 years, I feel like, and this is outside of me, I feel like if I love somebody, I'm taking that relationship serious till the very end. But for most people, I just feel like up to the 2-year point, breakups are taken a lot lighter. Like, fuck it, whatever, I'm gonna go out. But after the 2nd year, shit becomes more tough. I feel like in breakups, you gotta be more responsible and more willing about things. Like, before you break up, what could I do to make,
I gotta do something really regretful, really stupid. Like,
What?
I don't know, just go out and just do something really stupid. And
That
just be like,
you-
wake up and just be like, well, that's fuck. But then I'll forget all about it because it's just not be like.
So, how do you handle breakups?
You go
I
out.
go out and just do crazy shit. Just go out and just do something and just like forget about like just.
You talking about that one time with the fan and the things that was spinning around inside the nightclub? Yo, that shit was wild, yo. I remember having to scoop you up from there. I won't tell earmuffs, Katie. Look, so what happened
I can
was.
still hear. He sucks at the earmuff. You're supposed to cup him. And I can still hear.
I handle breakups. Man, I do the breaking up. I broke so many damn hearts. I don't give a fuck. Period. No, actually, I have broken some hearts, and I actually regret it. I've only been broken up with maybe like twice, and I think I've handled it pretty well. I think
That's the better boyfriend.
I think that, but the problem is I can't get in a relationship. So like the people that I have been with, I've usually broken up with because they are goals.
But how do you handle them? I don't care about if you've broken up with chicks or not. How do you handle, like, after you're broken up, after you have that talk, what are you doing?
I'm usually out of my house.
Okay, so you're living with these bitches.
No, that's the only because I've only had like 3-4 breakups. No, so 2 of them I live with.
No, okay, alright. No,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Go on. Go on.
Trying to think here.
Yeah. You don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What?
No, we can say B. We can say B.
Okay.
Who was before that?
Shit. L.
Okay.
K.
I feel like we're talking in fucking
Pisces.
encryptions.
No, that was L. That was L.
Okay.
That was the
Alright,
Pisces.
okay.
So B, L, and then there was
like, no, she was a Pisces. Like,
look, you don't know none of them anyway. Dave and I go back further than
but
you
it's
go
crazy
back.
that you both are talking about it like, no, the Aquarius. No, the one that was a Scorpio.
So look, I haven't had that many breakups. So the first breakup, she thought there was issues in the house. I don't want to get into it, but she had to go because she thought there was demons.
I
Crazy.
remember that. He
you know-
kicked her out and everything.
I remember you telling me
She
that.
got there and all of her shit was out. Her dog was outside.
That's a lie.
All of her
That's a
clothes.
lie.
He lit them on fire.
Yo, chill out before I throw you out
Do
this
you
house,
remember
Katie.
that? He wants to throw me out of that.
Shut up, you stupid ass. You're gonna use that and edit it out too, you asshole. You're like, that was all part of my plan.
I can edit
That was
it down.
premeditated.
I know it was. He
I
threw
am
me out. I
free.
guess I handle breakups where it's like I just have to keep my mind occupied.
Yeah.
I don't ever get hung up. I usually get hung up in the chasing of the relationship, not so much of the breaking up of one.
And then Flair will just play
That's-
Slipknot in his room all day.
That's exactly right.
They know
Yeah.
me. We might be friends.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I like that.
You'd be like,
We might be friends.
Yeah, I just think it's
We might be friends.
it was 3 years, but I'm gonna act like I don't know you now.
Exactly. You be like, what? Block, delete, backspace. Don't come see me no more. Don't be showing up outside my house. Don't be knocking on my door.
Don't be asking for your stuff back. Don't be changing your number like I can't find you. Don't be.
New number. Who this?
Don't act like I can't find you. You know I got my ways. You know I got my eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got
Oh
your
my
tax
gosh.
ID number, social security number. I
Okay,
know all
okay,
that. Don't
alright,
even ask
alright.
all them questions. Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta stop. Switch it up.
Bitch, I'm gonna put you in the sunken place.
This is my turn, man. My turn to pick a topic.
He's trying to speed you up.
Daniel Cardenas says.
Daniel Cardenas.
He gave us his last name and everything.
Daniel Cardenas, my motherfucking man. I remember picking you up. Yo, I picked this man up. He was like, I was really craving a Guinness. And I was like, all right, well, I'm taking you to go get one. And then I was like, I told him about the story. I picked him up over in Towson. And he was like, I'm really craving a Guinness. And he was like, I was sitting in the house and I needed one. Towson two-step. So, all right, so Daniel Cardenas' question was, how much teeth is too much teeth in sex / blowjob?
Just get right. Just
How
get
much
to it.
teeth is
Just get
too
to it.
much? Teeth is too much. Like this dude, who is he fucking with? One chick is like not a lot, and then the other
No
chick
teeth.
he's messing with is a lot. Neither.
I mean,
Neither.
some people like that little pain shit. I have a limit.
Not
on-
like that.
I-
Not like that. Not
I
like
prefer-
freaking like your dick. No.
I prefer front teeth, not molars. Front teeth, not molars. You dig? So too much teeth is when you gotta use the whole entire molar. Like I don't want you chewing on my dick. I just want a little bite, a little nipple.
Okay, so some guys see, to me, I just assume that like
Tongue with teeth like
no
that.
man likes what guy likes. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you? What are you talking about?
Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
Seriously.
Yeah. All right. What about teeth during sex? That was
No,
good.
none. No teeth down
Y'all don't
there.
like. All right. So look.
All right,
personally-
teeth during sex is a
Chick,
different
okay,
story.
what
Alright,
about
Pause,
when women
pause,
get
pause.
head?
What?
What about when women get head teeth?
What? I bite right on the thighs. Leave
Okay.
an imprint on that motherfucker.
Let me just
I sometimes squeeze the motherfucker together like this.
But like the genital area. Teeth are great in other places. But
That's
they're-
true.
Agreed. That's why I said teeth during sex and blowjob.
It's just my point of view is no teeth.
I still got bite marks here.
Yo, bite marks and scratch marks are the best. I want to go take a shower like, oh, that was good.
Yeah, not down there. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, like front teeth, okay. Molars, it's a problem. Molars, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers
you
get
can
jacked.
tell.
Which ones are
You
the
can tell.
molars?
Yeah.
You can
I'm
tell.
not size dropping. I'm just saying if I'm hitting the. I'm not size dropping.
This dude's always trying to size drop.
Which
Like,
ones are the molars?
The ones in the back of your
when
teeth.
my dick hit the toilet.
It's real life problems.
I'm like, get out of here.
I'm not even getting out of here. I'm just saying. So molars is a problem. There used to be somebody that had some extra teeth in their mouth that used to be giving me head, and the molars are getting away, and that shit sucks because when they're coming out, the kitchen's on the molars.
Y'all need to get your motherfucking wisdom teeth out.
Get your fucking wisdom teeth
When
out.
y'all be sucking dick.
And if you got extra molars, let a nigga know before I just dive in the motherfucker head first. Like, oh shit, and then you be in the motherfucker like going at it.
How you got extra teeth? You ain't
Because
gonna tell me.
sometimes
A whole
How you got
extra
extra
set.
teeth? You ain't
you
gonna
got
tell me.
you got teeth
Got
like
3 pairs of braces.
You jaws.
you got jaws.
Great white.
Jaws. Looking like a great motherfucking mechanical shark.
Shit. So according to Daniel,
Like a
too
nice
much
set.
teeth is depending on. For me, I say molars or front teeth. Katie says.
No teeth.
Dave says
No teeth on the head.
On the head, but on
The
shoulders.
rest of the body is great.
All right.
Yes, on to the next topic, subject. Ooh, get it. Bow, bow, bow. Throw the seed in it.
Plant it, it will grow. Damn,
bouncy.
this shit bounce.
That means it's good. It means it's right.
Bouncing, bouncing, about to throw a couple thousand.
Hey.
Bouncing, bouncing, I'm about to throw a
Alright, what we
couple
got?
thousand. 5, 10, 20. Put your face up to the big face hunters.
Hey.
Bouncing,
Hey.
bouncing. See, we can do
Hey.
that. We just can't play real music.
Hey.
I'm about to throw a couple
Hey, he's
thousand.
gonna. Hey, he's
bouncing.
gonna. Hey, take your hat off. Take your hat off. Do it. Do it. He ain't gonna do it because he don't wanna. Because he don't wanna.
Nah, I can't do it.
Marissa Barros.
Marissa Barros. Oh shit, yo! I picked up her and her friend. They work at the Green Turtle in Owings Mills. They said to come visit. They wrote that
that was in
down.
like
Cool.
Bumfuck, Pennsylvania. Or something.
Nah, I picked them up. They was like, yo, what's up? So
This
Marissa,
dude ends up at the fucking. Where did you end up one night?
the Mason Dixon line.
The Mason Dixon line.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yo, you'll find out. Why don't you drive Uber? Join the crew, baby. Join us.
I might. And you don't want to get stuck in my car because I'm gonna talk you motherfucking ear out. I've been waiting all day for you.
I've been waiting all day for you to get in
She
this
won't let me out
motherfucker.
the car.
Child safety locks, bitch.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna pull over, turn my lights off, and just say, okay, you ready to talk some more? They say, this isn't even my address.
Help!
Okay, Marissa. She asked, what line do you cross that makes you an alcoholic? Well, David, tell
I
us.
knew I was gonna go to this one first.
Yeah, David, tell us.
Oh,
Help
man.
Marissa understand.
Drink and you can't get it all in your mouth and it starts getting all over you like that's the line I cross. That's the line I see.
Alcoholism, though?
Yeah.
I've done that so
Oh, that
much.
makes you like alcohol. Oh, no.
I'm talking
It
about
makes you an alcoholic. Oh man.
alcohol. Like, what would make you an alcoholic? What's some shit? Losing your ID and a debit card.
I don't know. Getting fired from your job would make me an alcoholic. I'd be pissed.
Multiple times.
I'd be pissed. I'd be really pissed.
Setting 2 apartments on fire, cooking French fries, doing the same shit twice while drunk, intoxicated.
He was drunk.
You
and
might
high.
be an alcoholic if
You do the same shit twice and have to. You know what? If you set 2 apartments on fire in general, on accident or on purpose, while under the influence of alcohol, you might want to check yourself into some rehab lessons or some shit. I don't know your life, but you know, you owe if you are spending more money on alcohol and not paying your bills and taking care of your life, then you might be an alcoholic.
you might be an alcoholic
You
if you sprain both your ankles going out.
You did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this ties in with funniest drunk story. Look at you shit me right now.
That was not a fun night. Oh, and I was walking around Baltimore City with no socks, no shoes, no heels, nothing. Bare ass feet, Baltimore street.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
Baltimore, black ass feet. Yeah.
I ain't got no love for no black foot wretched.
Nope. I mean, I don't think any of us are alcoholics, so it's hard for me to relate.
I was for like months.
Yeah, flipping my damn.
I was.
I think I'm.
Alright,
You gotta know this guy.
Phil, who the fuck is Don P?
Oh, Don P? Yo, Don P, I who scooped that man up from motherfucking Ocean's Pride. He was like, yo, you motherfucking dude. I told him about the whole projects and everything. He was like, yo, I'm out here about to go fuck this 50-year-old white lady right now.
50-year-old white lady? Wait, so what does Don P look like? Give me a profile.
I can't be telling you all this man.
What is his social securody number?
Was he like the,
what is
like
his
the
list of
celebrity
fears?
guy?
What is his address? His email?
Oh my god, dude. What's going on?
I ain't trying to go back to the fucking place.
Okay,
That's not fucking
but
with
Don
white
P,
girls.
he was wanting to
We didn't
find a
pick
cougar.
these. We don't pick
Was
these
it a
guys.
cougar?
I'm just
He
letting
didn't
you
need to
know.
find one. He was getting dropped off at one.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
know.
You
Oh,
don't
shit.
pick these at all.
Okay, so his topic is young bitches that can't fuck.
Just so you know, she chose that topic for discussion.
Did I?
Yes, yeah,
oh, I
you
did.
She chose that.
I was like, no, I like it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's like, okay.
Oh.
young-
This is a good topic. Go ahead, because
well,
David.
David, actually, no.
Why is
I think
everybody
out of
getting
all
on
of
me?
us,
Why is
no, it's
everybody
okay,
getting on
David.
me?
I think
Because,
out of all of us that want to
okay,
talk
I guess
about
so.
young bitches, I think we need to ask Phil.
I don't know. You would have asked me something like that ever, madam. All right, so young bitches that
So
can't
what
fuck good.
about him though?
No,
Like-
listen. This is the situation. So he was like, yo, so there's some bad joints that really want to fuck with him, but they look real bad. But he's like, but I got an older bad joint that can fuck good. He's like, so you can look good, but you can be bad, but you still can't fuck.
Stop dealing with young
He
girls
likes
who can't
cougars.
dance. If they
No,
can't dance,
no.
they can't do nothing.
Ooh, that's kind of.
Try to
But
find-
they could
find a
still
girl-
have
find a
toilet
girl who
paper up
dance.
in their titty bra.
Find a chick who can dance.
Titty bra.
That's it. So if you're going out
This
to
old
Toilet
ass
paper.
24-year-old.
Bringing some
And that old teddy
18-year-old.
bra.
18-year-old Katy Perry, Teenage Dream type of chick back to find somebody.
All right. Anyway, so yes, I think it's more of like a ego thing. I think when you're older, then I guess I don't know.
No, it's a rhythm. Like there's a lot of
No, I mean an ego thing where you'll fuck a young girl that can't fuck just because you can.
Or she's really good looking. I think
Or she's really
if
good
she's
looking,
really
yeah.
good looking, you'll put up with a lot of shit in
Yeah.
any way. You'd be like, but she cute though.
But at the same time, I used to have an old joint that was like 10, 12 years older than me,
Well,
and she could fuck.
A lot of the
Real
reason
good.
too is because they're also young, bro. They're inexperienced.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Do you
They're
want to mentor
inexperienced.
these bitches?
Do you want to be like, oh, do it? You just want somebody that knows how to do it, and you want somebody. That
Do
knows
you
how
want
to do
teeth
it.
or nah?
Oh my god.
There we go, guys.
You want
Bring
teeth
it
or
full
no?
circle.
That's a
Bring
good
it full
point.
Circle.
You just disrespecting my pelvis
There you
area,
go.
throwing
There
it
you
back
go,
at me.
guys.
You know I got a hip replacement
Yeah,
last
as a
week.
woman, you'd be like, stop sucking on it like that. And that's a nice way for saying, no teeth, no teeth.
Okay, Sean Wright.
Tell us
Sean
about
Wright. Do you remember
Oh,
Sean
let me
Wright?
see. What's the question?
Sean Wright.
Oh yeah, Sean Wright. I scooped him up in the city. He was cool as fuck. He actually had his bong in the car with me.
Makes sense.
he was
Good
like,
question, it makes
actually,
sense.
it's my bong right here. I was like, all right. I was like, that's what's up.
What did it look like?
It was
I mean,
in
he
it
wasn't
was-
hiding it at all?
No, it was in a little compartment in a bag.
You can have a bong legally in Maryland.
Yeah, he was carrying it around in his bong bag. Though.
Oh, you're clear?
She the oldest 24-year-old I'd have never met, man.
Sean Wright
Where
said,
am I?
what is your take on marijuana?
What is your take on marijuana?
I'll let you two start.
I
with
don't
you
do
first.
it.
I'll let you two start with that first. before say
I don't do it. I don't know nothing about it. You can't tell me nothing. You ask me about marijuana, Mary Jane, and Katie, Big Mama.
Are we legally not allowed to say that or something?
Nah, I'm just bullshitting
Are we
with
like
them.
legally?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just bullshitting with
look,
them.
man.
I'm a huge, probably one of the biggest believers in marijuana. I don't drink too often, well, not too often. It don't have to be legal.
These tostadas is good as
And
fuck.
I'm so mad that you only came up in here with one fucking avocado. Like, you
He said he
make
had
one
another
for
one in the
all
car.
3 of us, and you only bring one
That shit was good. I
avocado.
had too much.
And you get the whole pack of tostadas like we were gonna eat all of them. It's just not acceptable.
The other one's in the car.
Big
I still
Mom,
gotta drive
everybody.
Uber.
Big Mom, everybody. There we go. All right, back on the topic. What do you
So
think of the
marijuana,
topic?
I do
Come on,
it.
man.
I do it. I have a lot of anxiety and other things that make this acceptable for me to just be regular.
That's the bucket. I'm pulling
like,
next question.
I'm gonna just explain this to you. When, like, one person you don't know. Remember Mike that we used to work with, Big Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. When I was working in the restaurant industry, I came up and he smoked weed outside all the time when we served. And I said, "How do you go in and you're high while you work?" And he goes, "Here's the trick. You just go into the interview high." And then that's what they think you are all the time. And so,
You did not hear that from us. Okay, you did.
I mean, I'm not saying.
No, you heard that from Big Mama, Katie,
I'm
Coach
just
Big
saying,
Mama.
when you meet me, I'm real regular. There are reasons for that. And marijuana's fine. It's better than medications that are out there and alcohol.
Exactly.
I don't really smoke weed anymore. I used to for a long time, and then
It sucks. I'm so ashamed.
I don't know. I feel like something in me just started changing about it. I really am trying to think about eliminating a lot of things from my life, but that one
Got a
just.
line?
Here, we're no longer friends.
Blah, blah, blah. It's not
Mind
a
you,
thing for me.
Peer
I had-
pressure.
mind you,
Peer
I had-
pressure.
Mind you, I had dressed for 5 years. I've written philosophies on smoking weed. I've read the benefits of marijuana, holistic marijuana, all that shit. I get it.
Yeah, but what you about now, though?
Not smoking weed because I don't need it as a medicine. I think about it as any medicine and any kind of thing. It's like you use it when you need to use it, or you should abuse it.
That's true.
But I mean, some people actually need it.
sorry.
Some people actually need it. Now, example, all
too.
right, let me finish. When I'm able to go to a dispensary and pick out a certain strain that will apply for the things, the mental
Yeah.
and physical things that
Because
I
there's a
need it for.
difference. Sativa, hybrid, and indica. So when you're buying just random weed from somebody,
They
it's
don't even
more
know
than
what it is.
likely
And
going
they
to
say
be an
it's diesel.
indica.
They say
Yes,
it's
they say
diesel.
diesel, but it's probably an indica, which is going to make you tired as fuck. It's going to make
Hate
you
that
lazy as
shit.
fuck. But if you go to an actual dispensary, you can get a hybrid, which is like a mix, but then there's sativa, and that shit
Those
is
are for
like-
high.
Medical
That's for
cards,
higher
guys.
brain
Get
function.
'em.
That's for
It can
higher
be-
brain
Get them.
functioning.
Yeah, and
I need
and-
higher brain function.
Sativa is basically like a type of weed where you can be out and working, and it just kind of like helps you when
Gives
you're
you like an
collective,
energetic
creative. Yeah, just like But then indica, which is what most like regular people sell or whatevs, it's some like, oh, I want to go fuck to sleep for a week.
Yeah, so that's, I mean,
Eat
now,
pizza.
the reason I don't like indica is too close to opiates for me. Makes me very tired, very lethargic, very chill. And that can be good.
I had some shit that made me sleep for hours.
That can be
so
good for
I
somebody that
25
needs that. Again,
Yeah.
it's about a medicine.
Which
It's
is
about
me.
applying it
Hours.
towards the drugs are dependent on the user, not the drug. I've been saying that for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Every person requires something different.
Somebody could not
Why
smoke
can't I
as
just
much
smoke in peace?
as I could, but let me tell you this: my energy frequency as a person is all the way up here compared to most people. So something like
This is all the way
marijuana.
up here anyway before
Okay.
we even get.
So that's the point. Is like
Before
for somebody
marijuana.
like me, that kind of brings me back just to here. Not even all the way back. I'm still not regular, but just a little bit. Just a little like a lasso. Get the fuck over it. You know.
You back in the sunken place?
Yeah! Get back on the fucking place!
I don't need to put me in the sunken place.
I don't like being there.
Topic time. We're gonna do this one.
Topic time. Topic time.
Oh shit, it's my man Nate. Oh, my man Nate. I picked up from the airport really fucking late. I was like, Nate, where the fuck you going to? And then I took him to the hotel lobby through. Oh, my man Nate wants to know why everybody in the
Nate,
city
Nate.
jaywalks.
First of all, what a wait. Answer that question again.
I know.
Nate wants to know why does everyone in this city jaywalk?
Because it's
Baltimore.
motherfucking Baltimore.
It's motherfucking Baltimore. But no, actually, I mean, don't they jaywalk in other cities?
Yeah.
But you know what?
Where is
you
he
know
from?
You're
Where's
not,
Nate
you know
from?
you're not from Baltimore if you don't jaywalk. Okay?
I don't
That's
know.
how
I
it
think
is.
it's from Baltimore.
He's probably from like Oregon or something.
No, it's from Baltimore. I was just picking
You
him up.
want to know
Are
why
you
people
from Oregon?
jaywalk? Because we're fucking disrespectful out in these streets.
Disrespectful in these
And
streets.
we're hoping low key that we're gonna be able to sue you if you hit us. But then y'all low key don't know,
My neck
and the
and my
insurance world
back.
don't work like that. So don't be doing that.
What up?
Don't be doing that.
I need to back you out of me. You know what?
Your
I
ass
think
ain't gonna
of?
get nothing in that claim.
I forgot that we're also streaming on Facebook over here, and we haven't been paying any attention. Fuck you over there. Fuck them noodles up. So.
No, because David has to have his phone turned the opposite way. I want to look at myself.
We know. Shit.
I want to look at myself.
I do.
Oh my god.
Whatever. You're only born once into this world with this body.
Okay, see, this is why we keep her here, just so you know. She's really in the sunken place.
I'm just saying, like,
Get back in the sunken place.
Be thankful for who you are here in the now, because it's just you. I don't know. Whatever.
I like looking at myself too, though.
I like looking at myself.
I like looking at myself when I'm really, really.
But you know
I did
who I
not
really
like
love
this
looking at
question.
myself?
Why did you like that question?
Because this is Baltimore.
She's like,
that's like asking why do people put obey on things.
Why do people jaywalk?
No, because I'm
why
assuming.
the fuck don't you jaywalk?
No, fact. That is a better question. But at the same time, you know, I think a whole bunch of people jaywalk in the city because they can,
You
and
know
there's no
Damn
enforcement.
right we can.
The same people that ask that question go to sleep at 10:30.
Damn, don't
Like
talk
that.
about my man Nate like that. And what's
Nate-
wrong with going to
Nate
bed at
too.
10:30?
Sorry, you go to sleep at 10:30, Nate. You guys are
Time
chilling. Kids,
is
go ahead.
now.
It's all you.
The time is now.
Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it.
The time is now, motherfuckers. Ah, the time is now, motherfuckers. Ha! Put them on the glass.
Put it on glass. Put it on glass. Put it on glass. What the fuck does that mean?
Glass. I mean, put your titties on the glass. You ain't know nothing about
Titties on the glass. Put titties on the glass. Titties on the glass. Put titties on the glass.
Put them on the glass.
Put them on that.
Put 'em on the glass.
Put them on the glass. Want to size up? Put them on the glass. Put them on the glass. Want to size down? Put them on the glass. Put them on the glass.
All right, we're ridiculous, guys. I'm sorry for that.
I love it. Josh Susser. Who put this in? I didn't want this question.
You chose it.
So you sound like you live in like Hartford County.
No, chill out. Josh lives in the city.
Josh
He's really
Tucker.
cool. And him and his friends might start the podcast. I told him I'd invite him on. They've been buddies for a long time. They have a bunch of good drunk stories.
Come on,
Josh, you better be on here, honey.
Come on with it.
You better be on here, honey.
I ain't say all that.
You better be over here on the other side, though.
You're just gonna be the voice. You can't actually get no
behind the
FaceTime.
camera.
I feel that.
I feel like, guys. How's it going?
I think that's amazing.
All right. So worst drunks?
Worst drunk
Do you want to do a
story.
different one? Fuck it. Put that shit away. You know, no.
That's how much of an old 24-year-old. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
that's
want-
24. I don't have a
Okay,
worst drunk
I
story.
do have a drunk
All
story.
right, then you go
Most
first.
of my worst drunk stories happened when I was in high school because I was living the life of a senior in college.
Same. Mine was in high school.
I didn't
So-
drink until after high school.
So let me share this with y'all real
That was
quick.
square.
My boyfriend at the time, who was like 5 years older than me, I hung out with like older people. I was leaving a college party and I'm in the front, so it's him driving in this Ford Explorer, me in the passenger seat, and our couple friend, guy and a girl, in the back seat. My best friend and his best friend. All about that couple life shit. Anyway, I needed to throw up, and I'm always throwing up. I needed to throw up, and I was like, I gotta throw up. And he's like, Jesus, she a sick bitch. I don't know about that. But anyway, I'm like, and he's like, do you need to throw up? I said, no, I'm good. No one damn well. So anyway, I start pulling down the window this much. This is all I did. And I put my lips out. Nobody was catching this shit. And I just started throwing up as he was going everywhere. He pulls over, and this is where it gets funny. I open up the door, and I'm throwing up. And you know, I started farting a little bit. I started tooting a little bit. And I was so mad because I remember this was my feeling at the time. They were laughing in the back. And I didn't know why. And I said, what is so funny? And then they were like, and they were recording me too. And then they were like, you're tooting. And I was like, and I started crying. They recorded it. This is why I'm telling, because I didn't remember this. I woke up with throw up and like throw up everywhere, and that recording. So that's my.
That's your worst drunk story?
Not my worst. The only one I can.
I have like 5. I'll have 2 that I would tell you, but I'm only going to tell you 1 today. Just 1.
Yay! Story time.
So am I going? So we'll start with the one where I was like 14 years old when I first started
Damn.
drinking. Oh yeah, I was like I was 16 years old. I was like first starting to drink. I drank a couple times. The first time I really started getting drunk. First time I ever really drank anything dark, and I drank Hennessy for the first time. I had a whole.
Was it Jesus' birthday?
It must have been Jesus'
Christmas?
birthday.
Easter?
Hanukkah,
Your birthday?
Kwanzaa.
It was something. Anyway, so it was literally a whole bottle of Hennessy, whole Coke bottle of Hennessy, maybe like this little bit of Coke. So I'm sitting here drinking it. We're at my girlfriend at the time's party. My girlfriend was 14 at the time, and she had a party. And I'm just like, all right, I'm drinking it. I'm thinking like I'm a champ because I'm thinking with all these different people, they want to see me get drunk. I'm like, all right,
That's what
cool.
you thought?
Yeah. It was like, you know what I mean? Like I was 16. I wanted to look cool. You know what I mean? I wanted to look cool. So I got cool. I got way too drunk. Next thing you know, I go into the bathroom. There's a girl in the bathroom taking a piss. I almost throw up on her. End up throwing up in the sink. All over the sink while this girl's sitting here, doing her day in the bathroom and shit. And I'm like, so yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm like 16 years old, yo. Next thing you know, her mom takes me home, throw up all on the side of the car and shit.
Her mom?
Car. Yeah, yo, it was really bad. Her mom came from wherever she was.
Obviously, she wasn't your girlfriend anymore.
It was bad.
All right, well, this is about to end.
No, but when it ends, we can just hop back on and we'll just put them both together.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Don't you worry, I'm not gonna let him rain on our motherfucking parade. He wants to rain on our parade. You know, that just goes to show he has been so emotional all week. He's finding any way to rain on my parade today.
Fuck your parade. It's a rainy day.
Are you back?
And we're back. With his big ass head. Let me hold it up.
Yeah, we live. I'm not shit my
We
body.
live, babe.
Yeah, we live, baby. I'm all in the camera.
We live, babe.
Looking all in the fucking camera like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
All right, so let me finish with my big ass head question. My worst drunk story. I was a Marcus Coleman.
Why you have to call him my old name?
Because I'm gonna be on that nigga's .comedy podcast. That's why.
Oh,
Marcus. Shout out to .comedy podcast.
I
for
don't
sure.
know how I haven't met you yet.
Because you're a crazy
But I'm
person.
going to.
And we need to keep you away.
And you better watch out,
I'm
Marcus.
gonna put you in that cage over there with the dog.
I'm gonna find you, Marcus.
You're terrified.
She is literally that girl too that would be on like that scary movie. White girl, little tiny little white girl, just be like, I'm gonna find you.
Yep. Every single time.
All right, so worst drunk story. Let me see. I don't know, man. I've had a lot of drunk stories. They're always bad. I just chose Marcus because that was a good one because I kind of remember it. I got really drunk on his birthday party. Made out with the girl that he wanted to make out with. Locked myself in his hotel room, or in this hotel bathroom that he paid for. And then I threw up. Nah, I think that was it. I don't really remember any of my really good drunk stories.
So you made out with this girl that he liked, and then you threw up in his hotel room. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus. Happy we're so friends.
One time,
What up, B?
One time I peed in the closet thinking it was a toilet. That's the worst drunk story. It's one of the worst.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, you said worst.
Dude,
fucked up.
yeah. Marcus, why are you friends with this dude?
Yo, straight up, he almost killed me a couple times, yo.
Why are you friends?
Are you? Last topic.
This
We
is the
have-
last topic.
One more motherfucking topic. And
So
I
I think
know.
9's the magic number, though. I think it's the magic number.
Isn't that a song? 9 is the magic. No.
No, sorry.
99999.
9 is the magic number now.
9 means
9
no.
is the magic number now.
It is now. It's a song now.
Matter of fact, let's save this one. We're gonna do that one.
You're a hater. You used to low-key shade being
All right, you guys ready for this question?
Erica, tell us about Erica.
Tell us about Erica.
Erica's a girl I picked up from the point and then drove her down the street with
So
her.
Erica wants to know pickup lines.
Well, her topic was just sex and then pickup, and then I was like, what about pickup lines for sex?
Okay, yeah, because sex is like, okay, sex what? Yes.
Pickup lines have sex. To me, she
Pickup lines have
Do
sex.
they work? Do
You
they
said-
not work? Do
you
you
said-
have some?
Well, I don't
I
pick
got no
up
damn
men.
pickup lines.
I don't do that. Like I've never like
Katie will walk
the one
right up to you. Are you serious?
yes, I'm the type of
Yeah, she
woman
will.
where I will
Walk
just
right up to
walk
you.
right up to you. I do. I will walk right up
She
to you,
don't give a fuck.
and I will say this like and this isn't a pickup line, and it's not me flirting. I love to just know like what is your zodiac sign, and that is a pickup line. But for me as a woman, I'm genuinely like I want to fucking know.
Pause. She wasn't into zodiac signs before me. Just so you know, you're welcome.
I will say that I am so thankful to have met Phil because he really has influenced my life into like I've always been about my Virgo self, but I never dug deeper than that, and it's amazing.
It's crazy, right?
And it's crazy. It's crazy because I'm like scoping bitches out. I'm investigating, deciphering, and they're like, we just are having lunch. Why are you asking me about my ancestors? And
My ancestors. Dave, what you doing over there?
I'm mocking.
Catch this.
Hey.
what's your favorite pickup line? I got a
man.
cracked tooth. I don't need it.
My favorite pickup line.
Fix my eyebrow.
Damn. I don't know. What would be my favorite pickup line? If you were a booger, I'd pick you first.
You don't say that.
No, I really don't have pickup. Alright, I don't have pickup
Okay,
lines.
you're out Saturday night. You're on the prowl. You see some chick that's like, oh my god, look at her. Oh, I'm gonna say something to her. What do you say? Pickup line. Go.
Hello. I like anime.
You're lame.
You're lame. That's why David ain't taking no chicks home this week.
Nope.
Alright,
Here's
here's my pickup line. I said, my name's Phil Avocado. They're like, oh, why they call you Phil Avocado? And I'll be like, baby, because you can get the seed if you want.
Wow.
Have you said that though?
No, I just made that up right now, but that's how smooth I am.
You
Fuck
should
yeah.
say that, but don't say it to your Uber drivers because that might make them feel uncomfortable
No,
and,
I'm
they,
sorry.
and they can't get out.
Say that shit and lock the door.
No, oh my god, that's what happened with Erica. Holy shit. Holy
out.
shit. Listen, that's what happened with Erica. Alright, so look, Erica gets into my car, right?
And
she's
she's
like,
watching right now.
so look, Erica gets into my car, and she's like, oh my gosh, the last guy's car I got into, I asked, is this Uber for Erica? He was like, yeah, I'm about to take you home and have sex with you. And she was like, close the door, and then got into my car.
Oh my
and
God.
she's telling me this, and I'm like, yo, so obviously, and then she was like, the guy that was with her is like her boss or some shit, and was like, yeah, he was trying to fuck me too. And I was like, I'm not trying to fuck you either. She's like, I'm going home. And I
I
was
would
like,
feel
damn.
real scared, like, oh my gosh, one false.
Right,
one
and then
false
as she
move.
hops into my Uber, and I'm like, hey, tell me some shit about this podcast. I got 4 minutes to get you home. You gotta fill out a topic and a question right now.
These aren't dry yet?
Can I have one?
No, I just got a lot of saliva in my mouth.
That shit's fucking dry. You want those bitches? Those bitches are dry as fuck. I think I can tell you one.
No, I want mine.
Those motherfuckers are dry.
Alright, y'all,
Look
so
at how she's eating that.
Dude, why are you guys eating these by themselves? This
I
is
don't know. He gave it to me.
despicable. So guys, for our first podcast, we did not have the equipment that we wanted. This light makes me look paler than I am, and I'm
It
really
really
pale.
does.
It makes me look like a ghost. But a cute
what is your
ghost.
face right now?
But a cute ghost.
Make me look too damn dark now, man.
Yeah,
Shit,
take the
nigga.
light away. This dude goes into the.
Damn.
Sunken place. I love putting bitches in the sunken place.
But yeah, so this was our first episode.
This was. Hope you guys liked it.
Our first episode.
First
It
episode,
was
hope
our
y'all
first
enjoyed it.
episode. If you guys liked it, let us know.
And if
Send
you
us
don't,
a message, follow us, send some hearts right
It
now
is
if you
what
liked
it is, and it ain't
Same thing
what
on
it
Facebook
ain't.
if you guys liked it.
It is
I don't care.
what
I
it
really
is.
hope you guys did because we'll be doing more of these and more of these and more of these for you guys. All you guys gotta do is just send the topics.
And just so you know,
That's it. Just send us.
hopefully you can get your shit together after this podcast because we talk about some wild
It
shit.
is what it is, and it ain't what it
If you enjoyed it, make sure that you turn on post notifications on GYSTpod. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Oh, and
Turn on your post
please.
notifications so you guys can see our shit when we post it.
Yeah, and also tell like 5 of your friends right now about us.
And tell them to follow.
If you ain't got 5 friends, just post it 5 times in the message thing right
And
now.
if you've got a cat, go and pet it right now.
Pet your cat right now.
Let them know you're there. Pet that kitty cat. Let them know you're there. kitty cats. Let them know you're there.
You are not a rapper.
Pet them kitty cats. How is that rapping? That is me being silly.
Oh, yeah, we got
how
heart.
he is being a low down
We've been
shade
getting hearts the whole
thrower.
time. Like,
Hater,
I don't know
hater,
about them.
chicken player.
Because I can't see shit.
You old ass white woman. hater, chicken player. You sound like so.
Who are you? Get your shit together, yo.
Oh, G Willikers, that's what she
Get
said.
your fucking shit together. Shit.
Whatever.
Can't take this old 24-year-old anywhere.
It's
That's
true.
how I feel about it.
Anyway, y'all, we love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Okay.
it. Again,
Thank you for watching our crazy ass selves as we try and get our shit together. Because I still am about to go pick up my debit card and my motherfucking license.
I'll be in the Uber whipping around tonight. Hit me up if you need a ride.
Whip it real good.
Whip it.
oh, by the way, guys, make sure you guys check out Homegrown Happy Hour
Yeah.
next week, March 22nd on Thursday. We will be hosting me, Chef Worth Bentley, Big Mama, and Phil Avocado will be hosting Homegrown Happy Hour, 401 North Howard Street. It's going to be a circus of art, music, and entertainment. Come network, come enjoy yourselves. Homegrown Happy Hour. Look it up on Facebook.
Yep.
There's a $20 open bar for on Eventbrite, 401 North Howard Street. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you
I'm
tell
Chef
all
Worth
your
Bentley.
hoes, break it up. Break it down. Back it up.
We're not gonna be this crazy. We might be this crazy during the
We always will be this way.
Homegrown Happy Hour. So
I'm bringing tortilla chips next time.
Well, y'all, again, my name's Big Mama Katie.
I'm Chef Worth Bentley,
I'm Phil Avocado.
and this is the
Get your shit together podcast.
What?
Get Your Shit Together.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
Motherfucking shit together.
Together. We'll see y'all next time.
Get your shit together.